happy Manga Monday to you. And if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Zoe and this is my channel, Ms. Manga, where I talk a lot about manga. And I have a lot to share with you today in my manga room tour video. I'm super excited, and if you aren't new to the channel, you might notice that I'm in a new location, and this is the newly renovated manga room, kind of manga extension to my ever-growing library of manga. And I really want to film a lot more of my videos from now on in here because it's very aesthetically pleasing in here. Like the white bookshelves and the pink and white room, like it just gives me cozy aesthetic vibes in here. It just feels cleaner and brighter, pops maybe. I don't know, tell me what you think down below, if you like the change, if you want me to go back to the round chair in front of my bigger bookshelf. But yeah, I like it. So yeah, this is technically a spare bedroom, but I just kind of took over with bookshelves. I'm sitting on the spare bed, and then the other room I've been filming in is my bedroom, where I have, like, I don't know, now that I've moved a good chunk of manga in here, I probably just have like maybe 75% of my manga in that room, and the rest is in here. Still a lot more of my manga in there, but yeah, I've been branching out from my room. I'm taking over other rooms now. Oh no. It's a problem. Oh gosh. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and come join me on my room tour. I hope you enjoy. Before we get going, I just want to give a shout out to the necklace I'm wearing and my friend who made it. Really adorable necklace, remade, and she has an Etsy. I don't know if she has any more Nana necklaces in stock, but she has lots of cool things. Go check her Etsy out. She has adorable, interesting, cute anime things. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. So I guess I organize my books differently than most people would. I don't organize them alphabetically or by publisher. I'm more of a genre organizer. This does mean I separate Shoujo Beat and Shonen Jump sometimes because they fall into, like, you know, certain genres. So yeah, in this room I have, I'd say 70% of my romance manga. I would love to have all of it, but it simply doesn't fit, especially the BL. I just left the BL shelves in the other room. But let's start with this shelf. It has older manga with romance in it. Some of these were titles I collected as a kid, and some of them I got later but were published older, like pre-2010 is what I'm considering older. We got like the classic Romance Mars. I talked about that one in my Romance and Wine video. I'll link below. And we have like goofy series like Midori Days. I don't know if anybody had Midori Days, but it's a really weird concept where a girl who has a crush on a kind of delinquent boy suddenly becomes his right hand. I reread it a lot as a kid, honestly. And we have Gaku and Alice, which, oh my god, I wish that they would reprint and re-release and actually finish. That would be amazing. And there's like Saikano, which is a really interesting and different sci-fi type romance. It's bleak, but it's really cool. Moving on to these two big white shelves. This is where I kind of separate things by publisher, and I have one all filled with my Shoujo Beat titles, and the other has more fantasy romance. So romance with a fantasy aspect to it, and it's also where I put all of my villainous titles. I bend the rules here and there because some of the villainous titles really don't have much at all to do with romance, but I don't care. I just wanted them kind of all together. And yeah, and also like Twinkle Stars doesn't really have much to do with fantasy, if anything. I don't remember any fantasy element to it, but Natsuki Takaya's like all her other work has something to do with fantasy. So I just wanted to put it with the rest of her collection. And then across the room, we have bookshelves with the rest of my romances that are not shoujo beat and don't have fantasy. Though again, I took some liberties because Starcrossed has slightly a fantasy element where they switch bodies, but I wanted to put it with Kiss Him Not Me, but because they're by the same mangaka. So again, I took liberties here or there, but for the most part. Moving back to the wall with the spare bed on it, we have to talk about this beautiful blanket with Levi on it. Oh my god, he's so handsome. And my amazing friend bought him for me this past Christmas, and I just had to spread him out on the bed like this so that I can admire him always when I go by. And then at the top of the bed, I have some cute plushies arranged. I have these really cool pin boards that my friend Brie also made for me. I totally think she should sell these cool pin boards in her shop, but she hasn't yet. They're so cool. And I also have all like 90% of my Modao Zuzher or Grandmaster of Diabolism merch over here. I really do want to put the Danmeis that I have in this room eventually, but I did not have room for them yet. I plan to get a white bookshelf that will take the place of this brown nightstand beside my bed eventually, and then I would put the Danmeis in probably the coming of age stories on that shelf. And we have this amazing pin that is just it's just one of my favorites. It's so gorgeous. I love it so much. It's their little wedding day. And that's my romance room. Moving into my main room and my bedroom, as you can see, we have the bulk of my manga still. And we'll just start right here at the entryway where I have some manga. Are sadly older titles that are pretty out of print now. There's only a few that I actually finished collecting, like Anima and Nightmare Inspector. A lot of them either never finished printing, like Alive or MPD Psycho, or at least I wasn't able to finish collecting them, like Mushishi, before they got really expensive. So that's where those are. And then on top is this amazing, gorgeous, stunning figure that my friend bought me, and she is like a focal point of my room. Like, I should not be trusted with such beautiful things, but I am so happy she got me this Nezuko figure. It's literally so pretty. And then she is enshrined by her other fellow adorable Nezuko tiny figures and acrylics. And above it is this gorgeous print from Modao Zuzher that my cousin bought me. So perfect with the cherry blossom theme. Being over here, we have my horror selection and more like seinen type stories, or just stories that are more mature because they have bloody action and, you know, maybe some gore and stuff. So this is where the majority of those are. And we got horror series like Junji Ito's works and High Rise Invasion, Shibuya Goldfish series I'm really trying to finish collecting this year. And we have like Alice in Murderland. I really like Kaori Yuki's works. Half of them are classified under shoujo beat, and then these ones are not, so I just kind of tossed these ones here. And we have, of course, Alice in Borderlands, 100, Witch and the Beast, Phantom Tales of the Night, ongoing series that are like more horror or thrillers, bloodier series, content that are for more mature audiences. Speaking of for mature audiences, we have this spicy Levi pin that my friend Brie actually bought along with making the pin board that he's on, and I just adore him. So hot. And the rest of the wall is filled with prints, mostly anime boys and girls. And then we have some pins in the middle that are toilet bound Hanako pins or Fruits Basket. I got like really obsessed with collecting both of those pins for a while. Turning back towards my bed now, and yes, I did buy a bookshelf bed so that I could have even more storage for my books, and it's just so cute. I absolutely love it. And I put my Heaven Officials Blessing blanket on top of the bed to make it extra cute, and then my extra cute kitty decided to lay on the blanket, so a double dose of cuteness. Under my bed I have old series, mostly ones that are unfinished or I never finished collecting them, or else are large omnibus volume. And on the other side I have all my clamp works, and those are also a lot of big volumes. And then we have Nana at the end. Across from my bed we have this bookshelf holding my TV, and this is full of one-shots or short self-contained 2-volume series usually, and some light novels. So that's what makes up this small bookshelf. I have all of Moto Hagio's work that I have found printed in English. I really like her work. It's an older style because she's an older mangaka. I really like one-shots, especially like horror or dark one-shots. Yeah, they're very interesting to me. They make me think, or they just entertain me. Then on top of it, I have some box sets, and I have some really adorable figures. Below my seasonal figures and acrylics display, I have my DVD collection. Live action is mostly on the top and anime is on the bottom. But there's also some K-dramas in the corner. And yeah, I just have all my anime down there. I really want to find a better place to display it because you can hardly see it all. But for now, this is where it's at, just chilling. And some cute little Studio Ghibli figures that I got from a store in Japan. Next, we have this kind of alleyway that I've created to have more bookshelves. On the side closest to my bed, we have series that are more slice of life. The first ones are like slice of life historical that have romance in them. Again, some romances that didn't make it into the romance room. And we move into some just like more slice of life historical, and then we have Vinland Saga, which is like historical action, I guess. And then I have more slice of life that devolves into slice of life comedy type series at the bottom. And on the other shelf, I have more coming of age type slice of life stories. And then I have some fantasy slice of life type stories. again, you know, it's not perfect organization, but what can I say? And then at the bottom, we have my art books. I have a love for the manga, the anime art, and so I really, it's really hard to resist buying art books. I absolutely love flipping through them, and there's so much beautiful art in them. On the other side against the wall, we have older shonen series. This is like a mashup of my shoujo beat wall and my older romance wall, like combined. And this has like a lot of older Shonen Jump series, but then also just older series that were printed before 2010. And a lot of them were part of my childhood, like Shaman King, Spiral, and Love Wacky. Ambulon was one of the earlier manga that I bought. This wall that has like the most bookshelves on it, a Shonen Jump wall and action wall. So first we start off with finished Shonen Jump series, then we move on to One Punch Man. Is because I thought about selling it, but then I didn't, so I just kind of tossed him down there since I had room there. He's not finished, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep going on the series or not. So yeah, then we have some complete series on the next shelf that are not just Shonen Jumps, but are more horror or action or gore, or you know, just more darker and themed, but still leaning towards shonen. And then we have the ongoing Shonen Jump series on top that I am still collecting. And then as we keep going, that changes into more action type series that are ongoing. And then we finally change from that to complete action series like Aoharu Machine Gun, Pandora Hearts, Spirit Circle, Nobari no O, you know. And then in the corner we have like Naruto, One Piece, and just series that are older, but I haven't completed and I'm not sure if I will complete. And yeah, so I kind of just toss them over there in the corner so I know where they are. Next to that is my organizational drawers. These are like where my different themed acrylics and figures go. So right now I have like my spring themed ones out, and then when it gets closer to summer I will change them out for summer type themed ones. Use the top to like have like a little coffee on a coaster and have bookmarks next to if I want to read over here. That's where my chair is, and I always move it out and put it against the bookshelves when I record because it's more, you know, aesthetic than looking at wires behind the TV. So that's another reason I kind of want to change to just filming in the other room because I'll have less to move around in this room. And then finally we have my BL corner. So this is my little corner with BL in it. It has all of my complete or ongoing BL or Shonen Ai, which are like light BL titles. And on the top of the white shelves are my Danmei. I do want to eventually get that small white shelf in the romance room and move my Danmei and maybe the Shonen Ai, since there's less of them, into that room to free up space on the BL shelves, and also because it'd be nice to have in that room too. Even if I can't put all the BL in it, I try and put my favorite BL kind of on the top more shelves, like To Take an Enemy's Heart or 10 Count, Hide and Seek, which I talked about in my Romance and Wine video back in February, and then ongoing series like Sasaki and Miyano, Twittering Birds Never Fly, of course, Shangri-La, and Therapy Game, just to name a few of the many ongoing BL I'm collecting and loving. And as we move out of the BL nook, you'll see a narrow bookcase that holds my Japanese manga. The ones on top are BL I absolutely love that I read online but haven't been printed in English yet. And as we move down, there's actually a section of the BLs that have now been printed in English, which is super cool to see. Further down, we have the Tokyo Revengers, single volumes in Japanese. I just absolutely love the cover art, the style, and the fashion the characters wear. And since Seven Seas is printing them in omnibus form, it's nice to have more of the cover art. And on the bottom row, we have anime guides or character guides, whatever they're called. I have ones for Tokyo Revengers, my girl Itsuki from QQ, and the last volumes of series like Carnival and Gintama, just to have the last volumes. I don't know, they're nice things to have, I guess. And I also have some of the Gintama anime guides at the end there. And lastly, on my room tour journey, I just want to take you into my closet for a moment. I don't have any manga, so I won't take too long, but I do have my novels in here, and I just also really enjoy novels, so I wanted to show you real quick. I have ones that I've read and loved, ones I haven't gotten to reading yet, and also old works of fiction. I just really like collecting old books. I think they're beautiful, and I also have these beautiful, amazing pin boards that I commissioned from Brie to put some of my bigger, more stunning pins on, and also some of my more nostalgic and favorite pins that I just want to stare at. So yeah, that is my room or rooms with manga, and I hope you enjoyed watching me take you through my room. And if you have any questions about a series or something you saw in my room, let me know in the comments below. There are series I haven't read that I collected, so I honestly might have to just tell you, sorry, I don't know, haven't read it yet. There are more than I care to admit. I'll just say that. But I am trying to make it a priority to read series on my shelves that I own and that are complete. And I'm currently in the middle of Fire Punch, and I want to make it my goal to read it this weekend before I leave for vacation. I'm like, I need to finish. I only have 4 more volumes. I need to finish it. I'm halfway through. But yeah, so that was my manga library. And I have way too much crap and way too much manga. I don't know what else to say except, yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like and please subscribe. It would mean so much to me if you did. And yeah, until next time, bye!